everyone. We have spent last year and a half at Power Up covering stories of people who have achieved financial freedom, retired early or built up passive income. But today's video is different because we are not telling a story. Instead, we will talk about whether early retirement is possible or not. We have with us Vishesh Gandhi, a mutual fund expert who manages 2000 crore plus assets and has a personal portfolio of 10 crore plus. Hey Vishesh, welcome to Power Up Money. We are glad to host you again.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to talk about one of the most important questions, that is early retirement possible for a young person like me? Like if I want to retire by 40 or 45, then how should I plan about it? Because whenever I go and check the numbers, I feel like it's just little impossible for me because I don't know how to plan for it. So could you please walk through your journey, because I know that you quit your job by 34. So I would love to know, how did you plan?
So see, first of all, I want to clarify the goal which you are trying to pursue, which is retirement. It is not a hardcore one-stop journey. It's one-stop goal. It is not that key. If you are thinking that key for retirement or for a comfortable retirement, I may have 5 crores of corpus, then I can claim that I'm retiring comfortably. That's not correct. See, retirement is a journey. All you need to know that key, supposing if the day I think of retirement or think of getting out of something which I'm not 100% enjoying, and I want to start something which I may 100% enjoy, at least during that time you need to have one calculation or one confidence that key, supposing if I had to retire, say let's say in your case 10 years from now, and let's say your today's survival expenses are 50,000 a month, for example, and then we just have to add a basic inflation, which is say 6%, 8%, depending on individuals. That number may come 75,000 when you actually think of retirement. Now that stage of your life, if you think that your investments which you would have made over a period of time can lead to a monthly withdrawal of 75,000, then naturally the answer will be yes. Or parallelly you would have thought of pursuing something. You may think that the day I quit my corporate world and I start my own journey, will that particular profession or will that particular passion will lead to 75,000 a month ka income or not? So that's point number one. 99% of time, even in my case, it was 50-60% achievable.
Yeah. So I think we should jump to the calculation.
Correct.
So could you please walk through your calculation?
I'll just show you. This is of course a later calculation, but what we were very clear about, let's kind of demark our goals into two. One is critical goals, that is core goals that we will have to achieve at any cost, and one is a satellite goal which can be kind of preponed or postponed. So core goals mane, like for example, retirement is of course one core goal. Let's say we plan. So now that I have 2 kids, so for me it is very clear: graduation for those 2 girls, post graduation for those 2 girls, their marriage. These are my 7 critical goals. So we were very clear and we were very, very disciplined enough to make sure that we will not spend lavishly till the time we are assuring that these goals will be achieved. So what we did, I have this Excel where we made an anticipatory timeline by which this goal could be achieved. So and when we exactly did this, so I knew that 8 years from then I may need a current 1 crore ka corpus which may get inflated to X amount, and I will need that corpus 8 years from then. Similarly for my younger daughter, 13 years. So this is the calculation for graduation of both my kids. Okay. Then of course the post graduation. So plus 3 years for both of them, we may need certain corpus to achieve their post graduation, and then plus 5 years to their marriage. So at least Excel was in place, mathematics were in place. Interesting. So, Vishesh, I got an understanding. The first understanding is that you need to calculate. One person has to calculate the exact amount and then they need to accept it. Exactly. So, I would love if you could also, make my plan and I get to know how much do I need to retire by. Yeah, it makes sense. 35 or it 40. Makes sense. Let's do that. Now, let's straight away move to planning. Okay. So, if I have to break down the expenses, how it look like, currently on an annual basis, household expenses, which is basically roti, kapda, makan kind of things.
Rent and everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Is it like, does it also include wants?
Oh.
Like as in vacations or
No,
something?
that is a different
You
goal.
are
This
saying
is
needs.
survival goals.
Survival goals. I think 50,000 per month or 6 lakh.
50,000. Okay. Lifestyle expenses. That is the part of your routine, going for a hotel, dinner, lunch, movies, a vacation, everything.
You can add 20,000 to that.
20,000 a month.
20,000 a month.
This includes, if at all you plan an annual vacation, right?
Yeah.
Or that is separate.
You can include annual vacation also, but I don't go like, I don't.
Okay. So for now, let's take it at 20,000 a month.
20,000
Okay.
a month. Because sometimes at like 1 month, you may only spending 5 or 10,000 on luxury,
That's okay.
but next
Yeah,
year.
so that can take care of. Yeah. You have any commitment in terms of insurance premiums or something like that?
Yeah.
What is that amount on an annual basis?
10-15,000 around. I
This-
think we can write assets also.
Okay.
Maybe take an idea of 10 lakh around.
Total.
Total you can write 10 lakh.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
luckily I don't have a EMI right now.
Great. Now see, this is first step. Apart from mediclaim and insurance, this is another important thing. Let's say that supposing if something worse has to happen to you, then you may lose your job. And now for you to find out something else, what do you think you may require? What many number of months that you may require to find a new job for yourself?
Maybe 3 to 6 months.
You have to give me 3 months, 6 months?
I think max is 6 months.
6 months, okay. So what you will have to do out of this 10 lakhs that you have currently saved, you will have to keep 4,30,000 aside.
Okay, aside.
That is like a FD. It's a fix. Not literally FD. That I will cover later when I get into investments, what form of investment one should make. But mentally be prepared that out of this 10 lakhs, 4,30,000 is the number which I will never touch. It is only to be touched if I lose my job and I may need that many number of months to find out a job for me. Now, what are your goals? If I may ask, forget about this sheet now. Just let me know what are your goals.
So my goal, I want to buy a house also.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like after 5-6 years.
Okay.
Somewhere in tier 2 city.
Okay. And tentatively about budget?
That I have not thought about it much. But
okay, that's one goal.
Yeah.
Let's say buying a house 5-6 years from now.
Yeah,
that's
5-6 years from now.
What else?
I would love to have a car also of mine.
Okay. By when?
I think when I'll move to a tier 2 city. Like I have a plan that I want to move to a tier 2 city. I live there because right now I live in a metro.
So only after, can I assume only after you buy your house, you will buy a car?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because.
What next?
Next is marriage.
Yeah.
Maybe after 2 years, maybe.
Okay, but how that is to connect with goals? Are you wanting to fund your marriage on your own?
Yeah, like I want to put a little bit of my money also in my marriage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
not
is,
entire thing,
which
but
is 2 years from now, right?
Assuming 2 years from now. Apart from it, I do think about vacation, but that is not like a very critical goal for me.
Okay.
If
money permits,
if
you get some lucky bonus or something like that.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay. Now let's use this Excel. The first, and of course the retirement. Okay. So by default, what my Excel will do for you is, okay, with your current scheme of things, the way you are earning and the way you are spending, it says that your current annual expenses is around 8,40,000 a year, which is motamoti 70,000. Okay. Now let's say inflation is 6%, hypothetical. Okay. You are currently 28. When do you think that you want to retire?
Let's say 40.
So 12 years from now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at this. So your current 8,40,000 will demand you 16,90,000 when you actually retire at age 40. So this is what is inflation monster. All this while we have been just hearing there is something like inflation. There's a monster sitting on our head, inflation. But this is the difference it does to your life. Just by doing nothing, your 8,40,000 current expense will turn out to be 17 lakhs, which is exactly double in 12 years time. Okay. So that is something which you'll have to very, very seriously consider. So what return you think your investment should earn for you from here till the time you get retired?
So I am a very I invest in small cap funds and I'm a risk averse. So I expect like a 15% sometimes, but I think on a safer side, if we can 12%, let's put 12%.
So 12% is something what you expect your return, your investments to work for you. Okay. We are not mapping any of your current investment for particular goal of this. Okay.
Got it.
So let's say this future value for any of your existing investments for this goal is zero. Which means that you may need a retirement corpus of 1 crore 56 lakhs for you to lead to retirement.
So at the age of 40, I should have a corpus of
1 crore 56. 1 crore 56 lakhs.
Okay.
If you have 1.56 crores, which means that you can lead a comfortable retirement life. So if you do a monthly investments of 48,000 from now, you will be sure that you can hit a retirement button at the age 40. Okay. Now you will have to do this calculation for yourself, whether this is doable or not, because this is just one of the goal, right?
Yeah.
You have many other goals to achieve, and the foremost goal is vacation. So let us complete this now, your marriage and all. So let's say I put this as marriage. Okay. Yeah. So supposing if you want to fund your own marriage, what do you think you want to spend on your marriage for yourself?
I'll maybe put 10-15 lakhs. I need to give you one amount for that.
Yeah, one amount.
Keep 12 lakh, let's say.
12?
From my side.
That you will contribute for your own marriage. Yeah. How many years you think you are likely to plan that?
2 years.
Of course, it's not in your hand, but
yeah.
Let's say 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Okay. We don't consider inflation for this. Let it be true, because it's a hard bound कि 12 lakhs से ज़्यादा मैं खर्चा नहीं करूँगा. If I may take it as an assumption. Okay. Okay. Now let's again. So this is again very important. Now for earlier goal, which is retirement, I had 12 years for you to plan investments. So I can afford to take 12% return assumption. Now here we only have 2 years. So I can't afford to expect 12% return on your investments, because that will be very risky. So only practical way of putting an expected return here is going to be 6%. Okay. So which means that if you do a monthly investment of another 47,000 from now, then you will be able to accumulate that kind of corpus for your retirement over a period of 2 years.
Like 47,000
per month for next 2 years.
Next 2 years
will lead to 12 lakhs sum which you can plan for your marriage.
Okay.
I will summarize it. Let's park this for now. Now you said buying a car. No, first you said you want to go for a house. So what do you think your dream house should cost you?
As of now, by today's cost, I think 1 crore.
1 crore.
It's a good estimate.
What do you think it may lead to inflation? You know, like you don't want to buy now, right?
Yeah.
You will only buy after 5 years or 7 years, you said. Which means if it is currently 1 crore, what number it will get inflated by at the end of 5 years or 7 years?
I don't have any idea.
I think it's 6%. And you said 5 years from now, right?
Yeah, you can consider that.
So current 1 crore will then cost you 1 crore 33 lakhs because of inflation. Let's say you may get a 60% funding through loan from your required corpus of 1 crore 33, which is like 80 lakhs. And you make a down payment of 40%, which is 53 lakhs. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you want to buy a dream house, which is currently costing you 1 crore, it may then cost you 1 crore 33 lakhs. But then you did not spend entire 1 crore 33 from your pocket. Let's say you will get a loan, which is 60% of that amount. So 1 crore 33 lakhs ka 60% will be 80 lakhs. So 80 lakhs will be funded by home loan. And you will have to then put in 53 lakhs odd amount from your pocket.
Okay.
Now you don't have 53 lakhs now, right? So again we'll have to plan ki if I want to achieve this 53 lakhs, then how much investment I should be doing. So this is saying that you will have to, okay, so this is say 60,000. Now what we have done is, I will just quickly recap so that our viewers can also understand how this Excel is to be used. So as we did a calculation here. So जैसे मैंने आपको retirement का तो already उन्होंने समझ लिया है. So for example, there is a car purchase, okay. Now you have a desire to buy a 15 lakhs worth of car, which is say 6 years from now, and that is the hard stop. Yeah. So there is no inflation to be added here. 15 लाख की उस वक्त पे जो गाड़ी मिलेगी आपको लेना है, ठीक है. With that assumption, if I put a 12% return again, that my investment should fetch me 12% return, then I will be able to achieve 15 lakhs. Then that monthly amount comes to a commitment of 14,000. If I have to summarize this, if you want to meet all these goals at a various timelines, 2 years wedding, 3 years international holiday, 5 years purchase of house, 6 years purchase of car, and 12th year retirement, then you will have to make a monthly investment of 1,91,315.
1,91,350.
Yes.
Oh my God. I think it's little impossible. So I don't think so. I can do this because for this you need to
I'll help.
this
I'll help.
income.
So yeah, Aditi, as I said at the beginning, this is the journey that you need to travel. Now after this exercise, at least you know for sure that if I am in a position to make an investment worth of 1,91,000 from my earnings, then only I'll be able to meet these goals. As you rightly said, this is out of your reach.
True.
But acceptance of number is done. So 50% work is done. Now I will help you how you can make sure that you can start at least this journey, which is what I am continuously telling you. So let's figure it out, that out of this 5 mentioned goal, what are critical and what is satellite. Okay. Now you only have to tell yourself, okay, look Aditi, this is something which is beyond my reach. At least make me this journey more meaningful and reachable. I want to strike each and every goal at a time. So what is the first hard stop that I want to achieve? And then second, and then third, and then fourth, and then fifth. Okay. So if you can help me out of these 5 goals, which you think it is a bare minimum thing that you want to achieve for yourself.
I think the wedding maybe.
Okay. So let's say you have a 2-year time frame and you want to spend 12 lakhs on your wedding, and you will have to make an investment of 47,185 rupees a month. Now tell me, is this possible for you to make an investment of 47,000?
I think
if this is possible, then go for this and at least give yourself that confidence and conviction. Okay, out of my 5 goals, I have tick marked 1. So let's say you are targeting the first goal, which is wedding, but you only have 2 years to meet that goal. Now that only 2 years is there, you can't afford to make any investments which will be volatile, because chahe kuch bhi ho jaye, you need 12x. And now let's say you target a higher yielding product, which is say a small cap fund, which has a potential of giving you 15 to 18% kind of return. But problem is that it may not necessarily give in this 2 years. Okay, if market doesn't permit that particular category to do well, it may give you a negative return as well. So you can't afford to take risk because you only have 2 years of time frame. And more importantly, this is critical. You will need 12x. So I would suggest that invest in a fund which will be zero volatile, let's say arbitrage fund, which may give you only 5-6% return. But at least you are certain that after making this money, this amount of investments, I will definitely make 12x. Let's say after doing this, if in case you still have a surplus, then what is the other thing that you want to target?
I don't think so. I will have a surplus after that. After
at least 3,000.
Wedding, yeah.
At least 3,000, 5,000. Some amount still will be spared, right?
There.
Okay.
I think maybe the house.
Okay. Now, this is a personal suggestion that if you think that you want to buy a house, but if you time travel 5 years from now, and if you are not able to meet even a 20% of this amount, then this will not make sense for you to target now. And this is, for my understanding, it is not that hard stop wala goal. You can, buy maybe 8 years from now instead of 5 years. What I would suggest, then think of step up SIP.
Okay.
With my current scheme of things, I am able to spell out only 8,000. But let's say you get an increment next year, or you get a better opportunity next year, and current 8,000 savings additional that you are able to make, you may then make maybe 20,000 ka extra savings. Okay, so that is point number 1. Another important thing is that this 47,000 that you are going to make, it is only going to take 2 years. After that, the third year, this 47,000 is again available. So then this will make you achieve the second important goal. So important thing what I am trying to draw your attention to is, once you know the numbers, when you have accepted the numbers, when you have started the journey, time will come to your favor and it will make you prioritize your goal and achieve it. That is important. So this is not a one-time exercise. This is now going to be a very, very meaningful exercise each repeated years.
Okay. So it's like every year I should come and sit on these numbers and maybe हो सकता है house purchase can extend beyond 1 year.
Exactly.
I need to be a little bit flexible.
Exactly.
That's very important.
All you have to do is that ki be more friendly first to yourself. कि nothing is impossible. All we'll have to do is play with numbers.
Got it.
कोई गोल मेरा 5 साल के जगह में मैं 6 साल पे अचीव करूंगी, कुछ जगह पे मैं ये कंप्रोमाइज करूंगी, कुछ जगह पे मैं ये सेक्रीफाइस करूंगी, कुछ जगह पे मैं बिल्कुल सेक्रीफाइस नहीं करूंगी.
So, Vishesh, thank you for calculating the entire amount for me, like how much SIP I need to do to achieve all my goals. So now, but the question is that the amount is like 1,91,315. Now I'm confused. Where should I invest? Because there are so many instruments.
True.
And the time period is different. So could you please help me out how one should allocate?
So what I will do, I will only invest through mutual fund as a vehicle to support all my core goals.
Okay.
Now let's say between two of us, we say that buying a car is a satellite goal. Okay, and you have to invest 14,000 a month. For that particular goal, you can use other vehicles. Like say you are more gung-ho about exploring stock, individual stock, direct stocks, or you're very fascinated to explore cryptocurrencies. You want to have some allocations towards precious metals or any other form of investment, which is not mutual fund. Then you can tend to look at those particular things. But then again, you'll have to check कि मेरे पास time कितना है. तो आपके पास 6 साल है. Which means all that I mentioned can qualify to be invested in those particular things. But let's say your satellite goal is just 6 months from now or 1 year from now. Then none of these instruments can be, proven handy. Then you have to again forcefully come back to mutual fund. So two things. One, critical goals should be addressed to mutual funds. All short term, irrespective whether it is core or satellite, should be addressed to mutual fund. Only if your satellite goals, which are more than 4 years, 5 years from now, then you can start experimenting with everything that is coming around in your plate.
Interesting. So if I'll can you do this exercise for me?
So let's say we are planning for retirement, which is 12 years from now. Then you can go for a combination of flexi caps in mutual fund. This is all mutual fund, right?
Okay, yeah. Because it's a core goal for me. Like
small
cap funds.
Plus mid caps. Okay. And this is again because we are going to do an SIP. Okay. Now let's say wedding, which is just 2 years. There is no option but arbitrage.
Okay.
Or at max, some amount in equity savings fund.
Okay. So they are like kind of a safe instruments.
Yeah. They are less volatile.
Less volatile.
Because the net equity exposure will not be more than 20%. Okay. Now let's say down payment for buying a house, which is 5 years. We can use multi-asset plus some bit of flexi cap.
Okay.
Car purchase. Now this is something, let's say, a satellite goal. So you invest in gold.
Yeah.
Or you can invest in stocks. So this is, I would suggest, this is how you can look at your investments.
Oh, interesting. Thank you, Vishesh. I love this tool. And if any of you want to play with this Excel sheet, please find the link in the description. Thank you so much.